We'll take off in a real hurry.
Right, it's like your car and your body and your airplane are all operating like we're like over 2,500 feet lower than where we are right now. Really cold weather is really good.
That's good for flying.
So this is a place, you know, if you didn't notice it back there, you can test a couple of instruments, right?
Yeah.
So if you just zig and zag off the line, you see it's showing a bank turn, even though we're not banking, right? It's showing a yaw. The ball's thrown to the outside of the turn. This guy shouldn't be banking when you do that.
Right.
Not more than a degree or two, and of course it should turn to known heading, so the compass is working. So do some work to check these three out. Right now,
traffic on 2965 X-ray 2, south and east of the field, just a little north of Walmart. Entering diagonal 15, NOCO.
11 minutes ago.
Furlough traffic 55 Charlie, final 15.
It's 1900 scattered now, so it's EFR. Well, the other little while ago it was like 1900 broken.
Broken, I saw that. It's supposed to keep breaking as the day goes on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be better, so.
NOCO traffic, Colonel 2965 X-ray, downwind 15, a beam 33, NOCO.
Why did he say?
Is that, what was it?
At 3315, then 3.
Oh. Let me see where that guy is. Oh, he's still coming around for 15. Was the barometer 30.10?
Yeah, 0.08.
08, okay.
All right, time to do our run up here.
NOCO traffic, Colonel 2965 X-ray, base 15, full stop, NOCO.
Parking toe brake set applied. I'll hold the toe brake. Belt shoulder harness is secure. Backs and tray tables upright lock position. Cabin doors, windows secured. The windows closed.
Yep.
Rim set for takeoff. Right off there. Fuel selector, both tanks. Flight controls free. Correct. All right.
NOCO traffic, Colonel 2965 X-ray, final 15, full stop, NOCO. We're
Checked and
going to
set.
run a little on for the high-speed taxiway, NOCO.
Fuel quantity 20 gallons left and right. Rich and mixture. Full turns. 3. Boy, that's full rich.
Pretty much full rich.
Throttle. Here we go. Throttle up to 1800. Magneto left. Both. Oh, right.
Now usually what'll be done is you'll go to 1800, right?
Right.
So we richen it up so we know we have enough fuel for the valves, right?
Oh.
And then go to 18 and then we'll lean it back out in order to find that air fuel mixture that's just perfect, right? So it's going to be close here. So you'll feel it start to drop now, right?
Right.
So I'm just going to richen it back up till it reads about 1800 or whatever the peak is.
Okay.
Then 4 turns back in.
Perfect.
So then you can check the mags and we should get a pretty small drop. If you have it way too rich, it'll drop a lot more than you think, because the way the thing is set up, you got 2 spark plugs on each cylinder.
Right.
And so if one of them is turned off, the fire has to burn all the way across, you know, and so the exhaust valve is pushing the stuff out before the temperature has totally combusted all that fuel.
Gotcha.
the system.
Fuel pressure, magneto pressure, vacuum gauge, check, full green vacuum, ammeter, we are charged, oil pressure is in the green, oil temp is 140 in the green, tachometer stable, annunciator panel, guns listed,
Yep.
and we'll test it.
All good.
All good. Throttle closed, 500. Well, 700.
Well, minimum 500.
Throttle return to 1000. Throttle friction lock. Good. Vents heat. Comfortable.
We got the heat full on. We'll see if it'll warm up in here.
Okay. Radio is avionics set. We are on 122.7.
Okay.
Parking brake is off.
Okay.
We're at 1200 altitude reporting. Wing flaps set to 0. I don't know if we need flaps today. Take off like crazy.
Not necessarily.
Take off. Check exterior lights day. Beacon and strobe. Beacon. Strobe. Transponder and altitude. Make sure we just did. Normal wing flap 0 to 10. Throttle. We can add flaps if we want to go shorter. Screen rotate at 55.
We climb out about 75. Is
About
it a
75.
VY climb, right?
VY. Okay.
VY climb. Hold that. I'll just stick it right there. Here we go.
All right. We are ready. Nobody in the traffic. Nobody calling on the radio. No visual is clear.
Right. Well, we'll check it when we get to the line for sure.
Okay. Taxi up to the whole short.
And now remember to be on the inside of this line. We're going to go over here. Show you why. So we're slowing.
Okay.
Right about in here, we're going to turn back to the
point
line.
in. Okay.
So that you can see part of downwind maybe, and certainly base.
Right.
Because this wing is in the way.
Wait. Yes.
Because there's people that land here that don't even have a radio.
Okay.
They won't even call in. So you all of a sudden, boom, they're right there.
Okay.
Right? So we had a look, right?
Yep. We had a look. Visual is clear. Radios are clear.
So we'll make a call to our intentions, right?
325, NOCO traffic 3250 Sierra Papa, taking off 15. We'll be departing to the south and turning back northeast. NOCO.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
Nose down, heels down.
I keep one hand on the throttle in case we have to stop.
Okay.
Just lightly on the controls, very light on the rudder, because it's getting more and more sensitive as you put more air over it. Let's get back over the runway. We're gonna you look at the edge of the runway out of the corner of your eye. Just parallel the runway, whatever it takes. And then be able to look out over the nose and spot a couple of things that you're lined up with.
Okay.
And we'll just keep flying that line up so that we can not drift off the runway heading, the runway center line. Does lift off pretty good in cold weather, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. She jumps right up.
Okay, here we are 700 feet above the ground now, so we could look out under that wing so that just tip that wing up and look under it, make sure nobody's coming at you.
Nobody's out there.
Okay, then you can start that turn. We'll see if we can get out of here without getting into any of these clouds, all right?
Okay.
We'll go up and see if we can find a line that allows us to get out of here. Let's see, the clouds are at what altitude here?
07.
1200?
Remarks?
1200, okay.
City altitude 2,800. Freezing rain. Information not available.
So we should stay 500 below, right?
Northern Colorado Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 1954 Zulu. Wind 280 at 03.
Oh.
Visibility 10. Sky condition few 1,900.
1900, so we're about 500 feet below the clouds right now in theory, right?
Right.
So in Class E airspace, which is where we are, the visibility requirements are 3 152s. 3 miles visibility, 1,000 above the clouds, 500 below, 2,000 feet to the side.
Okay.
So we're going to look for a line out here that we can climb in. So maybe get us above these guys, right?
Right.
I would say just beyond this cloud, like there's a long line out here, right?
Yep.
Red light mean it's working?
Yep, it's working.
That's the one that has your audio and my audio, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, we got a long line right here. Do you see that?
I do see that.
Just turn down that line. We'll avoid the clouds and climb above them. And get over. Fly along that line. Let's put it in a climb right here. We're just going to climb right up. We're going to climb at 75 or whatever, so just pull that nose up. Once we kind of get above them, you can head back out northeast if you want.
Okay.
We got a good open space back over here too.
Yeah.
Look out here. I want you to see that circle. Do you see it? With the airplane in it?
Yeah. That's our...
You have your sunglasses on. It's a complete rainbow.
Oh, is it?
It's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
360-degree rainbow. Those are the hardest pictures to get, too.
That was so cool.
All right, we'll head off. Let's go off to about a 0. Let's go like 040 heading. Just kind of get away from the airport here a little bit. We can level off at about 8,500. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
on your list down there, let's say we were going to be doing kinds of maneuvers, right?
Yep.
All right, you want to do some steep turns out here?
We can do some turns, sure.
All right, we'll stay at 8,500. We're going to let you trim it all out. We'll just work out in here. We're already 6.5 miles from the airport, so we're far enough away.
All right, you're under that wing.
So you kind of want to turn a little bit, so you can take a look at it.
I think we're pretty clear.
Okay. So let's get that altitude under control out here. What altitude do you want to do this at?
I climbed up, didn't I?
So typically we're flying about 2,300 RPM. Good. You can go at 8,700 if you like. That's fine.
Okay.
Just pick an altitude to start at though, with everything trimmed out, right? So we're not climbing, not descending. You should be able to fly it with your hands off. Okay. Close. Now, while we're in level flight here, let's see.
Right.
Are we holding here? Is it holding? About one ball up maybe. One of the keys is make sure that the horizon bar is splitting the dot as you're sitting there normally. Because
Gotcha.
on the ground it may not be quite right.
Gotcha.
So we're in a tad. Could be the atmosphere out here. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Well, go left.
All right, we're going to go left.
Go right.
Go right. We're doing about 30 degrees this time around.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll roll out on a heading of west and go the other way, 30-degree bank.
All clear.
We'll roll back out on 030. You like 300 better, right?
Yeah.
030.
Oh, 030 would have been 3. I did 30.
Alright, how about steep turns?
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to roll to 45 to 50 degrees of bank, right?
How much trim do I throw in? One
Well, it would seem like about one full if we're going to do it, right?
One full nose up.
Nose will be up a little bit, right?
Okay.
One full turn nose up by doing that. This plane, this plane's 180 horsepower, so you may only have to add about a 1/4 inch of throttle, which could be, you know, another 100 RPM.
Okay.
Okay. Which way you want to go, right or left?
Go right.
All right, right it is. So at 30 degrees of bank, you know, remember it's going to be from top to bottom. One full turn as you keep rolling. Add about about a 1/4 inch of throttle. Put your finger on the horizon. Don't let it move from there. Keep that bank angle in there, 45 degrees. There you go. Go all the way around to a heading of 180. It takes a little right rudder to make this work, or a little less left rudder. There you go. Get that ball centered. Trim out, one full turn out, throttle back to 23, right? Okay,
All right.
go this way, left turn. One full turn was just about doing it, right?
Yep.
About power. The power a little bit. Well, let's see, if you let go, what's it going to do?
You're gonna stay right there.
All right. Looks like we're actually going down, so. Full turn out and power, right? Pretty close, right?
Pretty close.
Very good. All right, nice. Better. How about some slow flight then?
Okay.
There'll be some slow flight. We'll just maintain altitude here at say 8,700, all right? We know slow flight's going to be about 5 knots above the stall speed, right?
Right.
So P might be just to pull the throttle back to 1,500. We're just going to trade off airspeed for altitude, right?
Right.
Well, you're going to, in the end, just have to keep holding it up so we don't lose altitude. Let it get down close to where you hear the stall horn. You know that's going to be somewhere down around 55 without flaps.
Right.
Maybe. There it is, right?
Right.
That's the horn. We're going to fly it at about 65. You got to add enough power to stay at altitude at 65. So power's controlling altitude and this is controlling airspeed. So just trim it to stay there. Have to. So we're down about 100 feet where we need to be, right?
Yep.
Don't let yourself stay here then. But it'll power to control that.
And NOCO area traffic, Conquest 441 Charlie Charlie, and left base runway 15 full stop, NOCO traffic.
Yeah, you can see it takes some energy, right, to get the plane to come back up here.
Yeah, it does.
So don't be afraid to put it in. All right, we'll do a couple of turns out here too. Let's go all the way around to a heading of east again. Remember, the slow flight, we're close to a stall, right? So
Right.
we want to do these turns at standard rate. We got the little wing showing over there, approximately. We're going to fly it up here once you get it stabilized, right?
Right.
Looks like what, about a 10-degree bank turn, 12 degrees maybe?
Yep. You want to go back north, or you say east?
Now we'll go all the way around
All
to the
around.
east,
Okay.
and then we're going to go back the other way. We'll do another one to the right. Really deceiving how you can see right here, it's definitely scattered clouds, but sure looks like a layer out there,
Yeah,
doesn't
it does. One layer, and we're sitting right on top of it.
Claim is just scattered clouds are clear all the way to, I was just looking to see how far down, clear down to Pueblo and beyond.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem that way though. Okay, so we were flying at what, 90 or 8,700, right?
Right.
So we're climbing above 8,700 now, so you might need to squeeze off about 50 RPM. Trying to maintain that airspeed at about 65, so the nose, to be nose up to make that happen. We'll go back to 5. Let's nose up. The nose is controlled with this in slow flight.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 columns all under air traffic, Conquest 441 Charlie Charlie is taxiing the ramp, 80 meters runway 15, 4 columns all under.
Alright, let's go to the right. Standard rate turn, nose up, 65 knots. There you go. If you have to trim it up, do it. Don't keep fighting with the yoke. We're right at altitude now, but look at the trend. It's a little bit down, right? You have to add a little bit of power back to keep us up here. right rudder maybe. Little less bank, but more right rudder. More power. See, we're dropping. Ball in the middle with the right rudder. We got to get back up to 8,700 feet. Looks like it's going to take more power than that, right?
Yeah.
Alright, we got the altitude now. Let's turn left. Go left to a heading of 060 again. Alright, let's recover back to a cruise, to a normal setting. Okay. All trimmed out, everything's where you want it?
Yeah, still climbing a bit.
as the airspeed picks up,
So we're just going to roller coaster.
we get more lift.
Right.
Right, the equation of lift has a velocity squared term in it. So the faster you go, the more lift the wing creates, the more it wants to go up. Okay?
Okay.
All right, how about, let's see, on your list here, we got some power on stalls, right?
Right.
Do a few of those. Power off too. I don't know how low we're going to be able to go.
Yeah.
We'll be able to go lower, but we've got to get beyond the clouds to do some of that.
Okay.
So, we're almost to the edge now. So, power on stalls, you remember how those are set up?
I could probably use a refresher.
Okay. You want me to demo one?
Sure.
Okay, so ideally, we could just pull the nose up and just climb, right, until we stalled the airplane.
Right.
But we've got the plane pretty much in the configuration for takeoff right now, right?
Right.
Very close to it. So everything's set. So all I would do is just pull the power back to like 1500 RPM, for instance.
Okay.
And just stay here. Just hold it up right here.
Okay.
Not change my altitude. The power out, it's going to slow down because I'm exchanging airspeed for altitude, right?
Right.
Just an answer on these rudder pedals. Slowing down. I'm just going to let it slow down to liftoff speed.
Okay.
At 55, I'll put the power back in. Okay. I'm just going to hold it here. So I can lift the nose a little bit. You see how high the nose attitude is right now on the attitude indicator? Slowing down all by itself, right?
Yep.
Like we're taking off and I'm going to stall it here. There it is. Feel it?
Yep.
Just going to lower the nose. Put the glare shield back on the horizon. Over with. Right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
not bad.
If I could do it again, you could do it with a turn. Okay, so there's liftoff speed coming up, right? Full
Right.
power. Just going to bank over. Put the ball in the cage before I pull it up much. There's the ball in the cage. I'm not going to go beyond 20 degrees. Ball's in the cage pretty good.
Right.
Just going to hold it here. So you can see the dots above the horizon bar a little bit, right? Really pissed now, right?
Yep.
There it is, feel it?
Yep.
This wings level, lower the nose. Before the speed gets out of control, we go this way. Right rudder and a right turn is really important here. 20 degrees of bank, right?
Yep.
Gonna hold it. Feel it shake right there.
Yep.
Just let the nose down. Recover.
Cool.
Right.
Taking a lot of back pressure, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's one of the things. That's why you want to trim it for takeoff.
Right.
So, you know, I'm pulling on it to make it come up.
Right.
You know, don't just trim it so it's just, you know, aimed right at the moon.
Right.
Okay, so we'll let you set it up again for, we didn't change the trim, so it's normal already. So we've got the power back to slow down.
Right.
All we're doing is just trading altitude for airspeed, right?
Right. We're going full power now?
Full power now, we're at liftoff speed, right? So
Right.
normally we would have full power in and we would have rotated, right?
Right.
But we're over-rotating. Now look at the ball, that's the key. With all that spiraling slipstream, you gotta have that ball in the middle of the cage. Keep the wings level, it's a little turn back this way. Watch the ball, there it is, right there. Hold it until you just play with the ball a little bit before it gets too slow here. There it is. No big diving, no big diving. You may not be able to give up 50, 100 feet, right?
Gotcha, okay.
This could happen really close to the ground. We'll do another one. But all you got to do is keep the ball in the middle. The wings will stall uniformly if you keep the ball in the middle. be able to feel it vibrate here. There it is, feel it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the stall right there. That was it. It was telling you, hey, I'm tired of flying.
Yeah.
Another one?
One more.
Yeah. The horn is just telling you, hey, this wing's getting more and more stalled, right?
Yep.
The better you control that ball, the better uniformity is of the stall. Right on the edge of it, right?
Yep.
Feel it wants to break. There it is. Nose down slightly. Yeah, there it is. You're right on it.
All right.
Now, the only thing, one of the things we want to learn to do is do them with a turn. That's why I did a 20-degree bank turn. So
Okay.
if, for instance, we're holding it up right now, right?
Right.
At full power to slow down. Before we pull it beyond 55 miles an hour knots, right? We're just going to leave it at 55, right?
Okay.
For now. Put it in a 20-degree bank turn, maybe to the left. We're just kind of holding this pitch attitude temporarily. Takes a little rudder to go left. Key is that ball. And then just raise the nose. Now that you got 20 degrees of bank turn, a little bit more for 20. 20. Ball's in there. Just hold it up, all right? Like you're doing. Key is just hold the ball. So all we're going to do is lower the nose and roll wings level. Doesn't have to be cautious with the ball. Can't overdo it. That's where you got to get it set before you get into it. Hold it up a little bit higher, it'll happen. A little higher. We're letting it gets really steep here, so we got to roll out just slightly. Ball in the middle. Hold it up about a bit higher. Put the dot between those two bars. You can see it isn't going to stall until it gets down around 40, right?
Right.
There it is. Nose. Wing level. It's pretty docile, right?
That's pretty docile.
Let's do one to the right. Okay, so we're got the bank angle in there, 20 degrees. We're doing is holding it up, right? Ball in the middle, that's the key. A 20-degree bank turn with the ball centered. As it slows down. As it slows down, it generally takes a little more rudder, right? Because
Yeah.
we've got that spiraling slipstream is really working hard at full power against you here. So you got to have that nose up a little bit higher. A little bit higher, you almost got it. Ball in the middle, little tiny touch of right rudder, just a touch. There you go, hold it up, hold it up. Almost right on it there. There it is, feel it?
Yep.
Did you feel it?
Yep.
That was it. Obviously, if you keep holding it up, it just gets really aggravated and
Right.
really wants to drop, right?
Right.
We got it. It can be done with finesse.
Yes.
All right, cool. So the whole idea is like, hey, to recognize it and how to recover from it, right?
Right.
But on the other hand, it's pretty unusual to have that nose up like that.
We're pretty steep, weren't we?
Oh yeah. No, we were 15, 20 degree pitch. That's really steep. So the plane's just basically hanging on the prop out there, right?
Right.
You had full power?
At full.
So, you know, plane's really working against gravity pretty hard.
Right.
All right, we're probably out here far enough. We could do a couple of power off stalls too.
Okay.
So if we were thinking about setting up for a landing somewhere,
Right.
maybe the runway's down here someplace, or you could simulate it straight ahead, whatever. We'd just go to idle, unless you want me to demo one of those real quick.
We'll go to idle.
Okay, we'll go to idle, pull it all the way out. And we are beam the runway, or the runway's still ahead of us, right?
Yep.
Just simulate it, so we put in 10 degrees of flaps. And we're inside the white arc, right? So we could put in actually all the flaps.
Yeah. Want to?
Yeah, we're gonna, for simulating like we've turned downwind, we've turned base, we've turned final, right?
Right.
Full flaps. And to stay at best glide, it's going to be about 1.5 turns. So let's trim it 1.5 nose up. 1 full turn and about a half. Let's just let go of it and see what it's going to do. It should glide in at about 65, right?
Right.
You let go of it, it's going to go to 65.
Fast.
You need another half. There we go. Up here pretty high. Oh, this is what a glide looks like. We're landing on some runway out there now, right?
Right.
But we're gonna do the improper thing to try to get to the runway. The proper thing, if the runway was far enough out that we weren't gonna get there, we'd use power to get there.
Right.
But we're making the picture look better by pulling it up.
Okay.
If you pull it up, let's go straight ahead here. Airspeed's going away.
Yep.
Ready on the throttle to go full throttle on the recovery as the nose is going to be brought back up to the horizon. We're going to go to flaps 20, so just hold it up. Hold it up. Let the airspeed go away. To hold it up a little higher. There yet, right? See it showing, we're just flying almost straight at level, right? With this pitch attitude.
Regional, this is Marquez 79 Foxtrot Sierra. Currently 5 miles to your northwest inbound.
Hanging on it.
Very close. Really ticked now, isn't it?
Yep.
Southern traffic, that's the 207 section on the ramp for departure 33, NOCO.
There it is, feel it? Full power, full nose to the horizon. Flare shield to the horizon, full power, all the way, all the way. Flaps 20. About 10, we don't have a good 20 on here, there's 20. And we're going to climb out about 62 or 63, so retrim it. You know you're going to take about a full turn and a half or so off, right?
Yeah.
Maybe several turns, 3 or 4 turns. So the nose stays down at 63. About VX in this plane.
Right.
So can you let go of it there? I got to trim it down a little more, right? Okay. All we have to do now, we got the plane under control, climbing at the best possible speed.
Right.
Best angle. All we have to do is look to see, do we have a climb going?
You.
Okay, if you do, you can go to 10 degrees of flaps. Light it up into the block right there, okay? Now the airspeed wants to increase, see that?
Yep.
But maybe we'd rather have the climb. We'd pull it up to stay in the climb, and you could trim it to stay in the climb. Nose the other way. So now let go and see what it's gonna do. Makes that ball centered. You're still climbing?
Yep.
And we could take off more of the flaps very slowly. We want to keep the airspeed where it is. Yeah, you got to pull it up. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up as you take the... We really want the climb to get away from obstacles on the ground, right? Okay, then you've got it all the way up. We look around, look outside. Yeah, I'm high enough. I don't see anything I'm going to hit. Then roll the nose over a little. Climb out at VY, 75.
5, okay.
Better over the nose visibility now. We climb out at 75. So we escape the ground, right?
Gotcha.
Alright, should we do another power off?
Yeah, let's do another power off.
Okay. Let's set it up for a power off approach to landing stall would be what it would be called. So we'll just let you get it reset for cruise first. How's that sound?
Okay.
So the trim and everything is right in the place it ought to be. Airspeed should be kind of coming up around 105, right?
Right.
At 2300 RPM. We're at 2300. We're going to push this nose over a little. Let the airspeed come up. Holding 10,000 feet here. Down just slightly. There you go. So see, we're coming back up to about 100, 105 indicated, right?
Right.
2300 RPM. All trim to stay there. Okay, this is about takeoff setting.
Right.
Very close. Okay, so got the trim and everything back to where it would have been had we taken off.
Right.
Let's set it up for a glide. Let's power all the way out. All the way to idle. Okay, and we're going to land if we're inside the white arc now, right?
Yeah,
Put all the flaps in, just dump them all in, go ahead. Trim it, nose up to stay at 65. It's going to be a lot of trim. A lot of trim. Like at least two turns all the way up. There you go. Let's see if you let go of it, where's it going to go? We'll let it equilibrate for a second. Should be at about 65. Pretty close, right?
Pretty close.
So, I like that. Right, so let's do this. Let's set it into a turn to the, say, left. 20-degree bank turn. At 20 degrees. There it is. All you gotta do is raise the nose and let it slow down to a stall, right? Yep. This is kind of a power off turning stall, right? Pull it up. Just set that little white dot at the horizon or a little above probably, right? Or the orange dot. Make it slow down, so just keep pulling it up. Get it over with pretty quick that way.
Loco traffic, Cessna 297, party.
Just 20 degrees to bank, 20 degrees, 30. There. Oh, now just hold it up right there.
Two-wheel aircraft hitting the ramp, level jet center.
Feel it stalling and recovering. Yeah, just hold it up a little bit higher. At 30 degrees of bank, 20.
Possibly heated hangar if you have one.
We hold it up right here. Pull it back a little bit.
Roger that, thanks.
There it is. Now, wings level, full power. Full power, flaps 20. A little bit up on the flaps. Oh, that's 10. 20. Not quite in that notch. They need to fix that. Trimming it for a climb at about 63 or so. 63. Push it here with this first to get the speed. Use the yoke. Then trim the pressure off your hand, whichever way it has to go. So you're pulling or pushing, right? Okay, there it is. All centered, we're climbing.
Yep.
Okay, verify that. Now you can go to 10 degrees. if you can verify we're still climbing,
We're still climbing.
then you can start taking it away, right? Slowly, and watching the airspeed. Maintain the airspeed that we're climbing at, so you're going to start pulling, right? Very nice, very nice. And look around and say, okay, I've climbed high enough above the ground off this attempted landing. I'm not going to run into anybody or anything.
Nope, I want to go for airspeed.
I will increase our airspeed, get back in the pattern or whatever, right?
Yep.
Right, good. A lot of times we're getting the airspeed up in the cruising range.
Yeah.
One easy way to do it, you know, because we're kind of just got full power and we're going to try to maintain like 9,000 feet, right?
Right.
So we're holding it there, we're just letting the nose come down a little.
Okay.
As it, you know, we're kind of keeping it here as a result of that, right, as the airspeed comes up. But if we overfly it by about 50 feet, which we've already done, right?
Right.
And we say, okay, let's get the airspeed up. I'm just going to put the nose down.
Right.
I'm going to go back down to 9,000. See that?
Yeah.
Look how quick it came up. You see
Yeah.
that? And then I
Yeah.
can pull the power back to 23 and reset the trim. How quick that happens.
Yeah, that's fast.
Otherwise, you're kind of approaching, this is the desired airspeed right here.
Right.
We're approaching it asymptotically from underneath, right?
Right.
Otherwise, you can do it this way. You can say, I'm going to overfly it this way and come back down to it to get the
Gotcha.
airspeed just like that. Only have to overdo it by about 50 feet. Okay, power's where you want it, 2300.
And NOCO Regional, Conquest 441, Charlie is taking 15 for departure, will be heavy.
Let's do power off stall. We'll do one to the right
Okay.
with a 20-degree right turn.
The traffic and left traffic for 033 in sight.
And we'll be watching speed 2, no problem.
Okay, so it's slowing down. Got power completely out. Apps completely in. All you gotta do is show a glide at 65. Okay, good glide with hands off, right? Right, 20-degree right turn.
NOCO traffic.
Just pull the nose up.
Red tail doors, midfield left downwind 33. And I have the departure traffic at the site now factor NOCO.
Roger that, we'll be carrier 170, we have you in sight, now we'll
But just keep that ball, hold it up, just keep holding it up. It'll be over with really quick. Hold it up a little higher. There it is. Power. Right away, full power. All laps. There, okay, good.
Four calls, one on there.
Make it climb at what speed?
63.
Area,
Yeah.
170,
Yeah, push it down.
7,000.
Trim that pressure off your hand.
NOCO traffic.
just open your hand.
It's the red tail doors, left base 33 NOCO.
63, right? Going the wrong way.
I am going the wrong way.
I'm going to set it at 63.
NOCO traffic, 737 Juliet Romeo is 8 south southwest.
Yeah, we use the 33 to NOCO.
Thank you.
All right. We're climbing away, right?
Yep.
Start taking those flaps off, but we still got cruise going here. Got a climb going, I should say. everything looks good, then we can go to 75 and keep climbing, or in our case at 9,000 feet, we got plenty of altitude, so just roll it over in a cruise, right?
I'll take the airspeed.
We'll take the airspeed now, right? Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna do some. We'll do something different here now, all right?
Okay.
And
So with the foggles,
around the